Hey everybody, it's Gypsy and welcome to On the Edge of Appalachia. I did not do any videos yesterday. You guys did not hear from me. I had the worst headache. I slept most of the day. I felt miserable, which was really sad because my son and daughter-in-law came and they made the best dinner. They did pulled pork on the Traeger, smoked pulled pork. Oh, it was so good. And, I remember several years ago, my childhood friend, a good friend of mine who moved to North Carolina when we were 16, she once told me that the barbecue they have in the Carolinas is different than the rest of the country. It is not this thick tomato-based barbecue. I could not relate to what she was talking about. Well, my son and daughter-in-law had to spend some time in North Carolina, and while there, they bought Carolina barbecue sauce. So that's what we've been having on our barbecue. Oh my God, so good. It's a thinner sauce, and it's more vinegary. My son and I have very similar tastes when it comes to food. I mean, the 20 bottles of hot sauce in the refrigerator belong to the two of us. No, I think we're down now. I think we went through a bunch of it. Anyways, this girl is now full Carolina barbecue. I love it. So good. So we had that. There is this one grocery store we have that makes coleslaw just like my grandma's. Nobody could ever compare it to my grandmother's coleslaw. This place does. I mean, my grandma would take the time to chop the cabbage very, very fine. And hers was the only coleslaw I would ever eat. Finally found a place that makes it that way. So we got coleslaw there. We had French fries. I made, for dessert, even though I had this headache, I made the best chocolate chip bar cookie I have ever come across. I'm going to have to do a video on it next time I make it because it's amazing. It's worth sharing. So good. So the kids got ice cream to go with that. I missed out on that because by the time we got to dessert, I couldn't take the headache anymore and I had to go to bed for the night. So anyways, I have a lot to catch up on today. So, the first thing, I did start that painting I told you guys about. I wanted to do a pansy paint. Now this, do not judge me because I just started it, but this is the beginning of it. This over here, it's on the masking tape, so when I pull this off, you're not going to see that. But this is just the beginning. I have to put in more detailing, the leaves, the values, stuff like that. So I'll show you again when it's done. I told you guys, I'm just like the winter. I think this is because of how bad winter was. It was so bad. I'm like really wanting to, in my art, express spring with bright, pretty colors. Because, I mean, winter just got to me. And I'm not typically like that. I'm more of a subdued artist kind of. But I just, man, I love my plants though. So I just had to. I mean, I have to. I've been doing mushrooms. I mean, I've been like crocheting them and stuff. I'm going to paint a couple of mushroom pictures, stuff like that, bright, pretty colors, because I just, oh my God, I need for this winter to be over. We went through a warm spell. Now it's cold again. Thursday, what's today? Tuesday. Thursday is going to be in the 50s, and I think we have a couple days in the 60s, but it's going to be raining, and then guess what? It gets cold again. So, yesterday, another good thing that happened was my Concord grapevine arrived. My daughter-in-law and I unboxed it. Oh my God, is it gorgeous. It looks so healthy and everything. I got this one also from Fast Growing Trees. They do, I mean, if everything I've ever bought from them is wonderful. My daughter-in-law took it outside, put it by the garden somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where, but we're going to go out there and see if we can find it because I got to show you guys this. Yeah, there's a cat in the way in case you didn't notice. Let's see. Oh, I want to show you guys because Sherry from Grow Joyfully, who I mentioned the other day, she grows grapes. she thinks the trellis will work. However, she did not see it. I think I'm going to show you guys the trellis I have. It's an arbor trellis. I have always wanted to have grapes on an arch because I just think it's so rustic and beautiful, romantic kind of looking. But I don't know. It's kind of narrow. Miss Ma'am is playing with my necklace. Oh, no, you don't. Okay, let's go down here. It's either going to be Rhiannon or Persephone that likes to get in. Draco never does. He's either sleeping or he's busy. It's just how it is. So I'm going to show you guys that today. I'm out of room again in here, even though I set up an additional grow station. My seedlings are going crazy. They look gorgeous, but I have to show you something that happened. It's kind of funny. But I have to get the back where I have my gardens. I have to get that straightened out. I have to get my potting bench moved to where I want it because I have to order a little bigger of a greenhouse and put that around my potting bench. So I have to get that going so I can get the older seedlings out to that greenhouse. And the thing is, I'm going to have to like harden them off. So that's going to take a minute. All that kind of stuff, But I'm talking fast and everything because I have to make up for yesterday. Yesterday was a lost day and I hate that. I just feel like I have no time to waste. None. So we're just gonna go through the day. I gotta show you the grapes. Oh my God, I'm so excited. My biggest problem is that trellis. I wanna make sure it's the right trellis and that it's sturdy. It needs to be strong. And I wanna get out and harvest more purple dead nettle because, I don't harvest a lot of time. I wanna give it a chance to grow and spread and I don't know, I think it's considered an invasive plant, but I wouldn't want it going extinct. I mean, it's beautiful and it's very, very useful. So, hang tight and I will show you the rest. I'm just going to show you the top shelf of my one grow station. Everything else looks the same, but here's what I did. I had planted some onion seeds, and I had some come up, and then a bunch didn't. And this went on for a while. So I decided instead of throwing out, the soil, I would just throw it in the bag and then reuse it. So when I up-potted my peppers, I put them in here. Well, now look at this. So I'm going to have to separate the peppers from here so they have room to grow. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I did. Okay, so last week I told you I was making purple dead nettle oil. So I can make some salve with it because it's very good for skin wounds. So this has been, I don't even know what the date is today. I did this on the 19th. Today's what? I don't know. It's been about a week. And I shake this twice a day. I'm going to do this for 2 to 3 weeks. But look, I don't know if you guys can see. I'm trying to get a good angle here. This is what it's looking like so far. So I have mine, I'm infusing it with grapeseed oil. So this is the barbecue sauce I was telling you about my son used. This one, the barbecue lab sauce, SAWSE, it says tangy, sweet, little heat. And this one is by The Pit. I think one of these is a restaurant that they got it at in North Carolina. This is Western North Carolina style. Well, they're empty, but as you can see, they're more vinegar than the tomato. Really good. God, I love barbecue this way. So yum, yum. So these are the bar cookies I made. These are so good. Next time I make them, I'm going to do a video because these are so worth a video. They are delicious. I told the kids last night, my son and daughter-in-law, to please take cookies home with them. I should have been more specific because this is what they left us. Mom and Dad do not need this many cookies. So I wish they would have taken more. Anyways, I'm going to put these in a container. These are so yummy. I wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to use it as gardening. There's these vendors at the flea market. They're going out of business. So they had this table filled with stuff they were selling for 25 cents. I got this like milk jug. I am going to use it as decoration in the garden in some form, but I just thought this was so cute. I love the color. Okay, so I'm going out back, seeing if I can find where my daughter-in-law put the grapes. I'm so pleased with them. Where? Oh, there they are. So, don't mind my, you know what, I've been thinking I need a shed. I just don't know how I'm going to make that one happen. Shed's expensive, but God, do I need one. These are Concord grapes. They are pretty much dormant, but let me get that in focus. Focus. It does not want to focus, but we have some little buds coming, so it's coming alive. I got to get this in the ground. So excited about it. So it's like I have this area here because we are surrounded by woods. It does limit me a bit. So in a minute, the sun will be above the tree line. Now, obviously in the summer, it's way up here more, so it will get even more daylight. So I pretty much have this area. So, I was thinking, because this is going to be like, in between, I don't know if you could see my two blueberry bushes. They're hard to see right now. It's an entrance into the yard from the little road there that we have. I was going to keep that open. So I've got raspberries and blueberries on this side. Raspberries, blueberries, and wild berries on this side. Strawberries, and I was thinking I have to measure how big the space is between the wild berries and the strawberries. Maybe I could put them there. I was thinking that it would get plenty of sun over here. I know the strawberries really enjoy it. But if all goes well, I want to get more grapes. So that is my first thought. I am eventually, oh, do I see little buds? Oh, I see little leaf buds. Look at this. Oh, leaf buds on the wild berries. Anyways, going back until I don't have sun over there. So what I'm thinking is I could, row of berries, could do a row of grapes here. I don't know. So I'm thinking about that. I'm sorry. I know this is going to be about my grapes, but I do need to check my other berries. Oh, there he goes again, Mr. Bossy Pants. Okay, I don't see any leaves popping up on here yet. Nope. No leaves. No leaves. Okay, the wild berries are the first ones, and the grapes. Not yet. Sorry, guys, I don't even know if I'm showing you. I just get so excited about this stuff. Let's see. Nothing yet. If I remember, last year was my first year with these blueberries. And it did take a while for the leaves to come up. In fact, I do. Whoop. Ooh, the baby red raspberry. This one has leaves coming up, which means the rest should soon. There's another baby. I think it has leaves coming up. Oh, my dog. So, anyways, I don't think this is going to work. Now, Sherry from Grow Joyfully, again, go check out her channel. It is wonderful. She thinks it'll work. I am a little concerned because I did have it back here last year and I was going to vine up clematis and stuff. But Oh, there's a dog getting himself in trouble. Mine. It didn't work back here because you got some sun, but not enough, so it doesn't work back here. Sorry, it's a bit of a walk back here. Garlic mustard, yep, it's coming up. I'm gonna have some yummy food. And I know I did like very quick short on that the other day that it's coming up. We're going to be harvesting it. And one of my viewers saw it. Oh, you know, those are invasive and they're not. I'm aware of all that, which is why, and I did explain this on a video last spring. When I harvest it, I do it by the roots, and it makes barely a dent. But it's one of those plants that nobody cares if you harvest it from the roots or how much because it's that invasive. Anyways, this is at least 6 feet tall. What concerns me is I don't know. What is it? Maybe 2.5 feet wide. And I've always had this dream of having grapevines on a arch like this. But I don't know if it'll work. Now, I found a new channel. I think it's called Kim's Cozy Corner. I'll have to look it up, and I will put her YouTube address. Really great. I only watched one video, and it actually felt cozy. Even though her and her sister were outside on a cold spring day putting up trellises. I had to subscribe. So check them out. Or check her out. I don't know how much, her sister was just helping or what. But she put her grapes on a cattle panel with T-post. So I'm wondering if I should go that route instead. Of course, if I decide to get more grapes. Oh, and this grapevine, it's in between 2 and 3 years old. So I'm sure next year we'll get some grapes. The family's excited about having grapes. Hopefully, if all works out well. So, that's what's going on today. I got to get this place cleaned up and get everything rearranged because I'm going to get one of those little greenhouses that I could fit my potting bench over there. I don't know if you could see it against the garage with all that junk that I have to clean up. That thing weighs a ton. So I want to get it in the spot, build the greenhouse over it. Then I could take it down in the fall, cover that with a tarp. I love that potting bench. And then in the spring, put it back up again. So that's where I'm at right now. Oh, and another thing I think I want to do this week, you guys. I want to go for a walk in the woods and look for bloodroot. Now, bloodroot is, I believe it's native to our country, or at least to this area. It has these pretty little white flowers early spring, right about now. They call it bloodroot because the sap, is red, and so is the root. Now, it has a lot of it has a lot of value. What I want to use it for is as a dye. I make a lot of my own products. One of the things I make is my own blush for my makeup. And I usually use beetroot. But if there's bloodroot around here, I could harvest some of the root, dry it, and make a powder out of it, and use that to make my blush. So this one, another thing I'm hoping to get to, maybe on a warmer day, because it's freezing out here today. So, I got to clean that mess up. I'm going to leave you with that. Blessed be, and make it a joyful one.